Hello, folks! It's Tuka here, from Tuka News Steelers, bringing you all the news you need to know about our beloved team. If you're as big a fan of the Steelers as we are, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss any videos. Let's go? We're starting off with a special story about the newest member of the Steelers, Troy Fautanu, and how he already feels like part of the Steelers family. So, stay with me till the end to catch all the exciting details. At the UPMC Rooney Sports Complex, with his family and key figures from the team in attendance, 23-year-old Troy Fautanu made his debut appearance as a true Steeler. Dressed in a team polo shirt, alongside his father, mother, and sister, as well as coach Mike Tomlin and others, Troy showed just how much being there meant to him. Troy's passion for football started early, inspired by none other than Troy Polamalu, a Steelers legend. This admiration not only shaped his love for the sport but also deeply influenced the style and dedication with which Troy plays. In his own words during the press conference, he mentioned how the fearless approach of the Steelers on the field resonates with him personally. It all started with Troy Polamalu. I was a huge fan of Troy Polamalu, and after watching him you'll see what the Steelers are, said Fautanu during his introductory press conference. How they play football, what their brand of football is, and then I took that and put it into my own game. You know what I mean? When I think of the Steelers, I think of bravery, I think of working in the trenches. Just things you don't see, but I take to heart because it's part of my job. I am very happy to be a part of this. When Tomlin called to inform him that he was about to become a Steeler, the first person Fautanu hugged was his mother's mother, Maluapapa Fautanu. The second person he hugged was his father's mother, Amelia Fautanu. Hours later, the player, his parents, and his brother were on an overnight flight from Nevada to Pittsburgh. But don't think the surprises stopped there. On his first visit to the complex, he had surprising encounters with idols like Isaac Sumalo and even a phone call from Dan Moore Jr. and quarterback Russell Wilson. For Troy, this still feels surreal, a testament that dreams really can come true. And for those who don't know, Troy's connection with the Steelers began when he was just a little boy, watching the games and embodying the team's culture, on and off the field. Now, he's here, ready to play on the same stage as his idols. That's it, folks! The story of Troy Fautanu is an inspiration to us all, showing how passion and family support can take us far. What do you think about this new Steelers signing? Do you believe Troy will shine this season? Leave your comments below. And now, let's take a look at Nick Farabaugh from Steelers Now as he makes some interesting predictions for the second day of the draft. He hit the nail on the head by predicting Graham Barton in the first round and suggests that the Steelers continue to invest in the offensive line by selecting Zach Frazier, the center from West Virginia, in the second round. Check out the analysis of the Zach Frazier pick. Frazier is a plug-and-play player, exactly what the Steelers need to solidify the offensive line. Despite not participating in the combine due to an injury, he showed good skills on his pro day. Pairing Frazier with Fautanu, chosen in the first round, would mean a significant improvement in protection for Kenny Pickett and would open up space for Najee Harris to run. What do you think about the Frazier pick? Would he be the ideal reinforcement for the Steelers' offensive line? Leave your comments below. In the third round, the mock draft predicts the selection of Andrew Phillips, a cornerback from Kentucky. Phillips is an aggressive player who could strengthen the defense against the ground game and bring the physicality that the secondary has been missing. Although he has some inconsistencies in coverage, his athletic ability is a standout. The Steelers acquiring wide receiver Courtland Sutton from the Denver Broncos would be an interesting addition to the receiver core, providing a reliable target for Pickett and enhancing the blocking in the running game. Nick Farabaugh's mock draft offers an interesting perspective on how the Steelers could bolster themselves on the second day of the draft. With a focus on the offensive line and secondary, the team could build a solid foundation for the future. The potential acquisition of Sutton would add even more firepower to the offense. And you, Steelers fans, what do you think of these picks? Share your opinions and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. And let's continue talking about the center position in the draft. Will the Steelers look for a new starter on the second day? Let's analyze the information and opinions from experts to find out. With the selection of Troy Fautanu in the first round, the Steelers began to bolster their offensive line. But what about the center position? Many fans and experts point out the need for a new starter, with names like Zach Frazier and Jackson Powers-Johnson being considered for the second round. Mark Kaboly's opinion on the center position. However, Steelers insider Mark Kaboly from 93.7 The Fan believes the team might not be as concerned about the center position as we think. He suggests that the Steelers might be satisfied with Nate Herbig as an option for the position. So, Steeler fans, do you agree with Kaboly? Do you think Herbig is the solution for the center position, or should the Steelers look for a new starter in the draft? Leave your comments below. Kaboly predicts that the Steelers should focus on a wide receiver in the second round, with Keon Coleman being a possibility. With the selection of Fautanu in the first round, the team might look for a player to complement the receiving core and provide more options for the offense. Despite the apparent need for a new starting center, it seems the Steelers might have other priorities for the second day of the draft. The wide receiver position could be the main focus, while the team might look for other options for the center position in later rounds or even rely on Nate Herbig. And you, fans, what do you think of these possibilities? Share your opinions in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos from Tuca News Steelers. Until next time, Steeler Nation.